Hey, what is up everyone? My name is Victius and welcome to The Sims 4 Island Living. This is going to be my Island Living Let's Play, which is going to be sort of a rags to riches stranded island thingy Let's Play. It's probably, well, rags to riches is pretty much what it is. So we're going to play with our guy here. Andrew Rivers is his name. And before I get into his background, let's just check out on his traits. He loves the outdoors, he's good, and he's a child of the island. And there's a reason for that. So Andrew is a former scientist and astronaut. He is from Oasis Springs, where he lived when he was young with his parents, and he quickly discovered his love for science and for space and rockets and all of that stuff. But he eventually quit his job as an astronaut to pursue his own dream of self-employed space exploration, which is sort of what he wanted to do from child's leg. And it all went well, and he got his rocket built. He got it from scrap parts and things he scavenged, and a bit of money from doing contracted work, not employed work at the Space Center, but contracted work, because they couldn't really let him go all the way. So they still contacted him to do some jobs for them. And it all started fine. He got his rocket built, and he finally set off in his rocket to go explore space, and that's when it all went wrong. All of a sudden, the rocket started bumping tremendously, and before Andrew knew it, he was going down. So Andrew, he pulled a lever in the rocket that was supposed to shoot him out of the rocket, but the heavy glass hatch that was above him didn't shoot far enough away from the rocket. So on the way up, he hit it very hard with his head, and he blacked out. Next thing he knew, he woke up on a sandy beach. And Andrew sadly suffers now from amnesia. He can't remember his whole life, who he was, where he's from. The only way he remembers his name is a bag that washed up on the beach next to him, filled with clothes, which were his clothes, or well, is his clothes. It's the stuff that he's wearing right there. Here we have him, Andrew Rivers, and he put on the clothes, took his astronaut suit, and hid it in the bushes over here so nobody could find it. In the pocket, he found an ID card with, well, a face ID card with his face on it, and it said Andrew Rivers. And that's pretty much where our story begins. So we are playing as Andrew Rivers in this rags to riches Let's Play. Now, I specifically chose this island, or this lot, because of one of the lot traits, which I find very interesting for the future of The Sims as well, for people who like to do challenges, because this lot is off the grid. That means there's no electricity, there's no plumbing, also no utility bills, which is really cool. So that's kind of why I chose this lot here. It's gonna be a challenge. I'll give you that. It's gonna be a challenge. And hopefully we can manage to do this without too much hassle. So let's just get into it, shall we? I think the first thing we are aiming to get is a fridge, because the fridges do work. It doesn't say it works off the grid, but I just imagine that it would. I tried it out. To be honest, I tried it out. You can place a fridge and you can have those quick meals. I don't know if you can make food or if food is actually preserved in the fridge when it's off the grid, but you can definitely get food out of it. So I think that would be priority number one. That, and then a bed as well. We need a bed because there's no tent. I don't have a tent. There might be a tent if you have the outdoor retreat, but I don't, so yeah. With that, I think we should just get started. I know there are some collectibles, but I don't think they have spawned yet, so let's just give it a minute, and while that spawns, let's go fishing, because one thing I really want to do is try and focus a lot about around fishing, because they really revamped it, and there's a lot of new fish. There's new tropical fish that you can catch, and I mean, it's really cool. I do want to get the collectibles before diving too deep into the whole fishing thingy, because fishing, it takes a while to get some money. Now, there are certain things that we can do and certain things that I want to do. We can comb the beach for seashells, which I want to do. I'm sorry about the noise in the background. My dog is in here. He's just moving around trying to find a spot to sleep in. We're also going to clean up the island, because this is now his new home, and he wants to keep it pretty. We can use this bathroom, and we probably are gonna. Over here, we can actually take a shower in the waterfall. I just forgot the name of it really quick. In the waterfall, we can take a shower. And yeah, we also need to talk to some of the people. We need to keep his social up. He can leave this island by swimming, because it's not too deep, so he can swim from here over here. The only thing he cannot do is travel. So we cannot travel over here to the Lani Singtas Island, and we cannot travel to Ohanali Island or town. At one point, we probably will travel there, but we need to meet a specific requirement before we can do that. What we need to get is the aqua sips. I think they're right here. Yeah, we need to get either the aqua sip or the canoe. There. With one of these, we can travel. No problem, we can travel. We can use this one here for things like sailing out, fishing. You can lounge on it, which is sort of sleeping. We can do that, but we cannot use this one to leave for one of the other islands. Yeah, that's pretty much the only rule. Did we catch a fish yet? Oh, we got the Heart of Solani. Look at that. It has an emotional aura to it. Should we just sell that? I mean, it's 205 simoleons. And it's common, so we can catch it again. That's actually a really good catch for the first one. Holy damn. Holy damn. What are you catching, buddy? Are you getting anything? Nothing. Okay, you know what? We're gonna sell this, because this means that we get a pretty good start. Let's go over here to the other side of the island. Let's just feed it up while he swims there, because swimming takes a long ass time. So, and it also takes up quite a bit of energy, I think. No, actually not. He is inspired now, though. Who are you? You are Makoa. Right. There's a collectible here. I do believe, yes, there's a collectible up here as well. Now, I've looked a little bit around this island for collectibles, and actually I've only found those two. Surprisingly, I've only found those two. So let's get him into the shore here and have him go dig that up and see what we can find. That's actually, what did you find? A capsule. Right. Now, usually you should open these capsules. But it's really a risk, because the capsule itself is worth 70 simoleons. And from what you have inside, you can gain everything from 25 to 150, I think, simoleons. So if we open this and we get a sculpture or like a little collectible that's only worth 25 simoleons, We really screwed ourselves. So I'm just gonna sell this. I really quickly want to get him to the point where he has access to food and sleeping, and then we can go from there. Another capsule. Cool. Let's just sell that. Sell it. Thank you. And I think that's what we need to get from up here. It is. Let's go clean this up. The faster we clean up the island, the better the island becomes. So let's just get that out of the... Well, not out of the way. We're going to do it as we go. If we have nothing to do, we'll go clean up the beaches. We'll clean up the waters. And we really want to make this island a beautiful place for him to live. Now, with the lot, we have a couple of choices, because this lot here is off the grid. That means that we don't get any utility bills or stuff like that. We also, I don't think we can have any light. I don't think there's any light source. Well, normal light source that we can actually use. I'm just gonna check here. So I think all of these has to be on a grid. I think some of them might work off the grid, but I think they need to be specifically like maybe some island living stuff. I haven't looked into that. I guess we'll try with some light at some point, and see if that works. See if there's anything that works off the grid. But we have the opportunity to remove this. But I think at some point I want him to have a normal life on this island, like with a house and a family and stuff like that. So we could either move to a different lot, or we could use not cheats, but in a way cheats, and then say when we have a certain amount of simoleons, and it's gonna be much. It's over 1,000 at least, maybe 10,000 even 20,000. I don't know. And then we can remove this, remove the money out of the family funds, and then say that we bought our way to get electricity and plumbing to this island. That could be a possibility. I'm just throwing it out there. Not that I'm gonna use it. Who's that? That is Kalamaunu. Kalamainu. That is weird. We're gonna call her Kala. Yeah, Kala. That we're gonna call you that. I'm actually considering, because I do have aging on, I'm actually considering turning that off. Just because it doesn't really make any sense to have that on. Let's actually do that real quick. Let's go into gameplay. Age, auto age, no, and then turn off that. Nobody is aging on this island right now, so nobody is dying from us. That is the best way to put this. Nobody's dying from us, and we aren't dying. At least from age. We can die from anything else. You can drown. You can drown. That is a possibility. How can you swim like that? Is that your fitness skill that does that? Probably is. What are you doing? You are. Oh, you're combing the beach. We found an abalone shell. And we actually have a leopard shark. Man, this is a really good start. Holy damn. Let's sell that and sell this. We already have 500 simoleons. Should we just get this out of the way and then say, go into here, let's buy a fridge and a bed. Just gonna buy the cheap bed here. Because another thing we need to keep in mind is it can get really hot. And I actually need to turn up into seasons, turn up the days, turn off snow, because that doesn't make any sense having snow on a tropical island. It can get so hot that we actually need to get out of the heat. So we will need to build like a little room for him to go into. We found electronic parts. Man, we're finding we found another abalone shell. Holy shit. What can this... A part used for advanced electronics upgrade. Another abalone shell. What is this? We're gaining so much money so fast. Let's sell this. Let's sell the shell. Jesus Christ, that is so amazing. Let's go use the bathroom. Let's go use that bathroom. I really want to rely more on fishing. I was hoping to rely more on fishing. So maybe we shouldn't comb the beach that much. And then really focus on fishing. Now we have these plants that we can harvest at some point, and I really want to do that as well. Because the thing that could be really cool is if we went into cooking. No, we can't do this. Okay, we can't. Okay. There is no available counter space. There's no available stove. Power doesn't work off the grid. So apparently we can't make food. I mean, I think we could be able to make a garden salad without having power. But I mean, that's fine. It's fine. We can still get the quick meals. And I don't know. Maybe we can cook. We'll get to see that when we get a counter and a stove. What we can actually cook. I mean, we should be able to cook fish. I mean, why not? Should we clean up this? What is that right here? Is that trash? It is trash. Who just threw trash on the island? So I do believe as we do this more, and I don't think we have to be the conservationists to do this. But as we do this more, we should see. Well, there should have been a symbol, like a little leaf symbol on him, and whenever you see that, the health of the island goes up, which is really cool. It's a really cool concept. Now, we are starting to get to the point where we need to talk to some people, but I think we should go fish a bit more. So how about we go out here to fish? I mean, we can fish at our own little beach, but we're gonna go out here, try and fish out here. Are you coming, dude? Oh, you're right there. Okay. I just lost him for a second there. Let's fish and then speed it up just a teeny bit. I would like him to get at least to level 2 or 3 in fishing. And as I mentioned, at one point we will have him get a family and stuff like that. Also, if you want to play along with me, I'm considering actually putting him up on the gallery. And if I do, there will always be it will always be hashtagged with VictiusPlays, because my Sims forum, Sims 4 name, origin name, isn't the same as my YouTube name, so I will always hashtag it with hashtag VictiusPlays, so you can just type for that hashtag and then find them through there. And there you can also find the other stuff that I put up by actually finding my name. So, oh, what is that? A rock of some sort. I think a thing that we are also gonna buy at some point is where is it? No, not that. Isn't it in here? The wood cutting table thingy. Isn't that under here? Oh, there it is. Woodworking table. So I think we're gonna get that as well. I really want to try to see if I can make a lot of my stuff myself instead of just buying it, because it's like we're on an island that is off the grid. We're kind of stranded. How would we get to a place where we could buy all that stuff? Of course, we need to buy the essential stuff as sort of as a bed and a fridge and a stove and stuff like that. But chairs and maybe even tables we can make. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Can we chat to him while we're fishing? Invite Alika to go fishing. Can we do a friendly introduction? Looks like the fishing in this area are too crafty for Andrew. Try fishing somewhere else. Can I fish together with him? We can fish together. Let's fish together. What is that? That is so awesome. I just got a text from my girlfriend. She's on her way to visit her family again. There's some problems up there. Well, not problems. She really wanted to go up there. They live quite far away from us right now. So, and it's summer vacation, so she went there, and it's great. I'm home alone, so I'm probably gonna record a bunch of Sims 4 different videos. Who knows? But we're fishing together, and it seems like our social is actually going up from that. Can we a gummy guppy we've just caught. It's actually worth 34 simoleons. It's quite good. That's really quite good. So I think once we get back and we have some money, I think we'll work on getting some shelter. Getting some shelter built. Build a couple of walls and maybe some roof so we can actually go inside. It won't be much. It would be a little shack. A teeny tiny shack out here with a door and with room for a bed. So we can actually sleep indoors. Can we invite him to go fishing with us? Probably not right now. So social is not going up anymore, is it? No. Oh, we found a celestial grouper. That is worth 13 simoleons. It's not much. It's not much. Let's speed up the time and have him fish. Let's just sell this off. So I actually wonder if we took the fish and put it into... If we took the fish and put it into the fridge, could we then cook for free? But I mean, we're off the grid, so the fridge doesn't work. For cooking, at least. But we can get a stove that works off the grid. So we'll have to see how we can get around that. We found another fish, or well, caught another fish. Again, a celestial grouper. We're just gonna sell that. What is... Holy dude, you're so good. Let's just have him go up to level 3. One more catch and then we're gonna go home. Because we are getting quite hungry. You're just catching those fish, aren't you? Okay, there we go. A parrotfish. Great. Let's go home. Andrew Rivers has caught a new fish, parrotfish. Yeah. How much is that? It's 14 kilograms. 55 simoleons. Jesus. Let's sell that off. There we go. What is that? Amazing catch. You betcha it's an amazing catch. Should we use... No, there's probably no point in using the bathroom before we go home. We pretty much used it already. Social is really the biggest problem right now. Oh, we have some fish here. We can't do anything with that. Slimed. The water feels like there is a... It's sticking to Andrew. Gross. That is actually kind of gross. He's very hungry though, so let's have him have a quick meal. What should we get him? Some ham and cheese sandwich. How would we get that? Just eat some peas. Eat some peas, my dude. Eat some peas. Okay, that was a weird way to go through your fridge, but alright. Alright. Should we see if we can build like a little shack for him? So we need it to be around the bed. Oh man, it's expensive. Can we then build like Why is it like that? You know what? We'll just wait until we have the money to build like a legit room for it and put a door in. It shouldn't take too long. And as far as well, I hope at least that the weather is not gonna get so warm that he's just gonna go up into flames. Are you done eating your peas? You're done eating your peas. Let's have him go to bed, and this is where I'm gonna end off the first episode of The Sims 4 Island Living. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode or just this series in general, leave a like down below, and then I can see that you really like it, and it will help me out a great amount. Also, comment down in the comments what kind of amount you think would be appropriate for putting in power here and then removing that off the grid trait, so that we could actually maybe stay here instead of moving to a different lot. Or if you want me to move it to a different lot, tell me that in the comments as well, and I will take it into consideration. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.